Hello and welcome to Hue's Colors on huetv. April in Hue is a truly special time as the seasons shift from spring to summer. Flowers bloom in brilliant colors, bringing with them a renewed joy and vibrant energy to the city. Let's immerse ourselves in the beauty of Hue through today's program. In the news, we'll take a look back at the week's highlights along with suggestions for your journey of discovery in Hue. Our I Love Hue segment features Hoàng Công Toang, a young man from Quảng Điền who has devoted himself to the traditional craft of handmade ornamental plant pots. And finally, we'll close with the beauty of Hue, showcasing the poetic and romantic images of the Chinese parasol blossom in full bloom. Vice Chairman of Hue City People's Committee, Mr. Thanh, recently held a reception and working session with a delegation of business representatives from Fukui Prefecture, Japan. Representatives from the Fukui business delegation expressed their strong impression of Hue's positive urban transformation and its increasingly attractive investment environment in recent years. During the meeting, both sides discussed potential areas of cooperation and explored how the strengths of Fukui-based enterprises could align with Hue's development priorities. The delegation also expressed a desire to foster future connections between the Fukui Youth Entrepreneurs Association and businesses in Hue. Vice Chairman Thanh affirmed that Hue's leadership is fully committed to supporting and creating the most favorable conditions for investors to explore opportunities and establish long-term partnerships in the city. As part of Stage 9 of the HTV Tô Nông Mã Hồ Chí Minh City Television Cup, Vietnam's national cycling tournament, more than 100 cyclists from 15 clubs across the country took on the Trường Tiền Phụ Xuân route, known as one of the most challenging stages with narrow curves demanding high speed, precision, and exceptional skill.
Early in the morning, hundreds of athletes and Hue locals in traditional áo dài gathered at the Tượng Park, immersing themselves in the lively, festive spirit of this thrilling sporting event.
We are happy to welcome the Television Cup back to Hue. The city is bustling with excitement these days. We hope the athletes achieve their best results.
This marked the 37 years of National Cycling Race, held in commemoration of the upcoming 50th anniversary of Vietnam's reunifications, April 30th, 1975, April 30th, 2025.
I hope the people of Hue enjoy a thrilling and unforgettable weekend watching these fierce competitions, and may the cyclists have a memorable experience in this poetic and charming city.
Perfect weather and enthusiastic support from locals brought the race energy to a peak right from the opening laps.
This is like the best town city we've raced in yet. Racing across the bridge with the heritage is just amazing. We're so lucky to do it, and yeah, really cool to get the win in front of such a big crowd here. Yeah.
Dynamic, intense, and full of color, the Trường Tiền Phụ Xuân stage was more than just a race. It was a moment for Hue to showcase itself as a heralded city on the rise, vibrant, youthful, yet proudly rooted in tradition.
The People's Committee of Hue City has just issued a plan to implement the 2025 Tourism Stimulus Program in response to the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism's national campaign themed Vietnam Go for Love. This initiative aims to help Hue achieve its target of welcoming 5.5 million visitors and generating 11 to 12 trillion Vietnam dong in tourism revenue by the end of 2025. Key components of the program include offering service price incentives, enhancing visitors' experiences, and organizing a wide range of events to attract both domestic and international tourists. A strong focus will also be placed on communication and promotion, especially highlighting activities within the Four Seasons Festival framework and the National Tourism Year 2025. In addition, Hue will launch international tourism promotion campaigns aiming to introduce the city to global travelers and strengthen cross-border tourism connections. Located just 12 kilometers from downtown Hue, Keng Lake is one of the destinations that still retains its pristine charm and poetic natural beauty. More than just a vital water source for the local community, is also an ideal ecotourism destination for those seeking to reconnect with nature.
Nestled in Longho Ward, Fusung District, Hue City, Keng Lake is surrounded by lush green forests and layers of rolling hills. The landscape opens up into a serene space with crystal clear waters reflecting the blue sky and drifting clouds above. The tranquil scenery resembles a painted landscape, peaceful, romantic, and perfect for picnics and outdoor getaways. Sunrise and sunset are the most beautiful moments to visit. Many visitors come here to fish, unwind, and immerse themselves in a quiet space, where the only sounds are the soft breeze and the gentle ripples of the lake. There's nothing quite like a leisurely stroll around this wide, peaceful lake, snapping photos, laughing with friends, and breathing in the cool, refreshing air are wonderful suggestions for you.
Back in the early 1990s, Hang Thuyên Street in Hue began gaining popularity for its now iconic bánh căn served by oil lamplight. Originally a simple street food dish for students and working-class locals, it has since become a beloved specialty for both Hue residents and visitors. In the past, a bowl of Hang Thuyên bánh căn was simple made with wheat noodles, fish cake, and quail eggs. Today, the dish has evolved, offering a richer variety of toppings, including crab cake, pork sausage, beef, quail eggs, crispy pork fat, and more. The noodles themselves now range from wheat to tapioca, rice, or even macaroni style. More than just a flavorful dish, Hang Thuyên bánh căn is steeped in memory, evoking stories of Hue's culinary past, moments of warmth around steaming bowls, and the quiet charm of late-night meals on narrow streets within the ancient citadel. In an era where technology and mass production dominate, there are still young individuals who choose a different path, one rooted in tradition, craftsmanship, and passion. Hoàng Công Toang, a young man from Shia Town in Quảng Điền district, is one such example. With creativity, dedication, and a deep love for traditional craft, Toang has been pursuing the art of handcrafted ornamental plant pots. Each of his creation is not just a planter, but a cultural expression of Hue. Let's explore his inspiring journey in this episode of I Love Hue.
Toang's passion began when he was just a primary school student, captivated by ornamental plants. Later, he pursued a degree in fine art education. That was when he discovered the world of hand-sculpted ceramic pots, a unique fusion of traditional craft and modern aesthetic.
Thứ nhất là phải trau dồi cái vốn kiến thức từng ngày qua các bậc đăng ánh, rồi qua sách vở, hoặc là qua những cái tuồng tích ở Lăng Tẩm hay là Đại Nội hay là những cái khu di tích ở Huế mình. Rồi ngoài ra thì mình cũng phải là thường xuyên đi giao lưu học hỏi của các nghệ nhân cái cảnh nổi tiếng ở Việt Nam để mình nghiên cứu những cái kiến thức từ họ để mà đưa ra những cái tuồng tích mới, hoặc là những cái kiến thức nó phù hợp với những cái dòng cây đương đại.
For over 10 years dedicated to the art of handcrafted plant sport, Công Toang has continued to innovate, creating more than 600 unique pieces, customized for display purposes, interior harmony, and feng shui alignment.
Yêu cầu mà lớn nhất để tạo ra một cái chậu có yếu tố thẩm mỹ cao, đầu tiên là tay nghề, là người thợ phải đạt được cái trình độ tay nghề cao. Cái thứ hai là nguyên vật liệu là phải chất lượng, và cái thứ ba là form dáng chậu nó phải thiết kế cân đối, và những cái tuông tích, những cái ý nghĩa cái chậu đó phải phù hợp với nhất định với cái chủ thể là cái cây.
For Công Tuong and his fellow artisans in Seattle, each handcrafted Hue style pot is a true work of art, blending deep love for traditional culture with the skillful hands of the craftsman.
Mô hình chậu đắp tay này thì mình đầu tiên thì mình thấy là càng ngày mình càng phát triển cái đam mê và mang lại cái nhiều cái giá trị trong cuộc sống. Cái thứ hai là mình thấy mình và anh em lao động ở địa phương được ổn định kinh tế. Cái thứ ba là bảo tồn được một cái nghề truyền thống.
For now, Công Tuong Hue style port have been showcased in nearly 20 art exhibitions, both locally and nationally, earning his several prestigious awards throughout his career. With his creativity and talent, Hoàng Công Tuong has brought to life the distinctive identity of handcrafted Hue pottery, expressing the essence of traditional culture in every creation. It is also his way of encouraging younger generations to embrace their cultural root while nurturing innovation in the modern age.
Trong mỗi bản thân mỗi con người thì đều có một cái đam mê và những cái hạt giống tiềm năng, cứ kiên trì với cái đam mê đó thì mình tin chắc là nếu như mà kiên trì và tự tin và có khát vọng thì một ngày nào đó là cũng sẽ là thành công.
Not as splendid as the flamboyant flower, nor as fragrant as the milk flowers, the Chinese parasol blossom, known in Vietnam as hoa ngô đồng, blooms quietly atop tall trees with a purity that evokes nostalgia. The Chinese parasol blossoms has silently told the story of a gentle and contemplative Hue for generations. Let's admire its unique beauty in this, the beauty of Hue. Often referred to as the royal flower, the Chinese parasol tree is a rare and precious species, once exclusively grown within the imperial citadel of Hue. With tall trunks, wide canopies, and delicate blossoms that bloom in clusters high above, it paints a romantic silhouette against Hue's tranquil sky. Deeply tied to the royal court of the Nhấn dynasty, the Chinese parasol tree is wrapped in legend. It is said, when the phoenix perches on the Chinese parasol tree, it foretells peace and prosperity for the land. This symbolizes the harmonious balance of yin and yang, and the unity between heaven and earth. Thus, the Chinese parasol blossom is more than just a natural wonder. It is a symbol of royalty, of Hue's mystical charm and ancient grandeur. Its beauty lies in a blend of majesty and calm, an aura of regality in its strong, upright form, contrasted with the gentle softness of its petals in subtle hues. Standing beneath the blooming Chinese parasol trees in the imperial city during peak season, you may feel the quiet passage of time and be transported back to the golden chapter of Hue's imperial history. Amidst the hustle and bustle of city life, the gentle and quiet presence of nature becomes a peaceful pause, one that defines the unique charm of Hue. And sometimes a quiet moment for the soul is all it takes to make life more poetic. Thank you for joining us on Hue's Colors on Hue TV. Goodbye and see you next time.